Good afternoon and welcome to my taxi.
Thank you.
How was your debut in Barcelona?
I think it was it's a very good debut. I'm happy, and it was we were always taken good care of. It was a nice welcome here, and of course it's an honor to be singing at this grand house. And it's my debut in Spain actually. So yeah. No, it was a nice premiere evening, and yeah, it's great.
And how was your first contact with music, and what were your beginnings?
Oh, do you want the long version or the short one? No, I always liked to sing, and I actually started just singing pop music and Norwegian folk songs and stuff like that. And when I was in music high school, of course I had singing as my major fach, but then I also had piano and drums, and I really loved to play drums. So I had a big drum set in my room, and big one, and I was playing to all the music and rock and pop and everything. But I actually didn't want to continue singing because I thought it was too complicated with all the theory and stuff like that. So I wanted to do other stuff. But then I started in a choir back in my hometown, and I was really, really impressed by the soloist who came to sing with us to choir. And I was inspired, and I thought maybe I can also do this, because my teacher in music high school, she told me that I had a sound, a classical sound in my voice. And so I started to take some private lessons with a tenor, and then I got into the conservatory in Trondheim in Norway. But I also worked as a cashier for 5 years after high school, because I really didn't want to continue with music at all. But then I got into the conservatory, and then I got into the opera school in Oslo, the academy. And that was, maybe 10 years after I started the choir, I got into the young artist program in the opera in Oslo. And then I was there for 2 years, and since then I've been a freelancer. So, and now I think this is my 10th or 11th year as a freelancer. So yeah. So that's my story.
And Bayreuth?
Yeah. My debut was in 22. Yeah. So then I sang Freya, Gudrune and Senta. Yes.
I see you in Santa.
Yeah.
And Elisabeth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
3 times.
Oh, 3 times.
Elisabeth,
Great.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The summer of 23 was kind of crazy, because then I was scheduled to sing Senta and Elisabeth, and I also was asked to sing Siglinde. So I sang all 3 in one summer, which was crazy, but I'm happy I did it. Yeah. The Club Wagner in Barcelona is in Bayreuth every summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every summer.
Okay.
In different performance.
Mm-hmm.
But
Are you going now too this summer?
Yes, yes. Like from 10 years every summer for me. You will sing Tosca in Oslo?
Yeah.
And Turandot in Dresden?
Yes. Yes.
Will you expand your repertoire towards Italian opera?
Yeah, well, I actually started with Italian opera. My first opera big role was Madame Butterfly in a small town in Norway. We did it in Norwegian actually, but that was my first role, and I fell in love with this role, and I've done it 3 or 4 times after, and I love Puccini, and I just I don't know how to explain it, but it is like you have to approach it in a different way. Of course, it's a different language, but it's also hugely dramatic as it is in Wagner, but in a different way. Yeah.
And do you speak Italian?
No, I don't.
It's difficult for.
Well, I just never needed to like speak it fluently, but of course every role that I do is I go in before I start to learn the part, I go in and I translate everything that I say and everything that my fellow singers are saying. So, but Italian is not a language that it's been natural for me to learn. Also German, I'm sorry to say that I don't speak fluently German either, but I understand much more than I do Italian, and if I have to, I can talk a little bit, but I prefer to do interviews and stuff like that in English, because it's not something that I need to do every day. I think maybe it would be different if I was living in Germany or Italy for a while, and then it would be easier for me, but I always lived at home. I was never in a open studio in Germany or anything, so yeah, it's that's just how it is. Yeah.
And how do you pronounce your name in Norwegian?
Elisabeth Teige. Teige.
It's the same as German.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty similar. Yeah, Teige. Yeah.
Most of the singers in Lohengrin at the Liceu come from Northern Europe.
Yeah,
Is
true.
there a lot of interest in opera in Norway?
Interest in opera in Norway?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. I think it's more and more. Norway is a young opera country. You know, it's not an old tradition of opera in Norway, like it is in Germany or Spain or Italy. But I think that since we got our new house in Oslo, the opera house came in.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yes, and there is of course a big interest in the architecture, but also people are going more and more to the opera, I think, now also in Norway. Yeah. So, but of course it's not as big as it is here or Germany, or it's not that.
Young people.
Well, they also make offers for young people to get interested in opera, and I think it's nice. The same as they do here also. I see they have these offers for people under 35. Yes. It's very, very good, very nice. Yeah. And as I travel around and meet people, I see that there are many more young people that are very interested in what we do, especially Wagner. It's huge interest in it. Yeah. So it's very, very nice and good to know that it will be, that they are so interested.